Now, this clip has been surfacing around the internet of Kendrick Lamar with the red GNX vehicle right behind him as he performs for a New Jersey crowd. Now, SZA is there with him as she elevates up to the stage. Now, as you can see right here, this vehicle is a lot larger and a very much noticeable stage presence right here that we see in front of us. Now, the thing is about this being shown right for the people and for everybody watching at home, this is letting you know that that red tarp was very significant, that it did have a lot of importance. Now, there was a couple things that I wanted to discuss about this clip right here, go over a couple things and the symbolism behind it. Now, Kendrick's symbolism for the red tarp also goes hand in hand with this other theory involving the lyrics that are said when he sings this song. Now, let's take a look at the album GNX, right? We could see that Luther was one of the songs on there. It was the third track. Let's take a look at the lyrics from Luther real quick. Now, similar to how the music video was done is how he performs it on stage. But there's a key difference between the music video and the live performance. He says, introduce him to that light, hit him strictly with that fire. Fa, 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 fa. Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply.
World was mine, I take it in the breeze in front of God. Introduce him to that light, hit him strictly with that fire. Fa, 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 fa. Hey.
Now, the key moment that I want to point out in this music video right here is when Kendrick Lamar sings those lyrics. He's not saying fa, fa, fa in regards to fire. He's saying 555. And clearly he's meaning that because he's showing you 555 with his hands. And then the crowd follows suit and starts repeating 5 with him. And you could only tell that he's doing this because of the hand movements that he's doing for the show. And like I said, these are the same lyrics that he says in front of the car for the music video.
Hit them strictly with that fa, 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 fa.
But you would think that he's wording it this way for fire instead of 5, considering the fact that he just said fire, the word before this. But it's confirmed that he's saying 5, which is very unique in this case because the GNX pulls up when he says this. Now, as far as the symbolism with the 5, which might seem like a simple rhythmic vocalization at first, but upon closer examination, this is far from a random utterance. Kendrick is known for using non-traditional sounds and vocalizations as part of an artistic expression. And in this case, it seems that he's deliberately replacing the ah sound with the number 5. The fa sound can be interpreted as a reference to 5. And when repeated in quick succession, 5, 5, it just sounds like a rhythmic chant. The number 5 in numerology holds a significant weight, often symbolizing change, freedom, and transformation. And even in challenge, these are concepts that Kendrick explores throughout his work. The repetition of 5 in this context might be Kendrick's way of invoking a shift or a call to action. Additionally, the 5 could symbolize a kind of reckoning or divine intervention, with Kendrick calling attention to power shifts and the consequences of truth. When Kendrick says, if this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God, introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. The repetition of 5 might be pushing the narrative towards a pivotal moment of transformation. Numerically and symbolically, the number 5 has been associated with freedom, transformation, and challenges. As far as the red tarp and the GNX, the car covered in the red tarp could represent the hidden power or potential that Kendrick is referencing. It's concealed for now, but it's about to emerge, just like his words and the change he's describing. The 5 could be part of the reveal or a call to action that suggests the shift is about to happen, which fits perfectly with the symbolism of the GNX covered in the red tarp. Concealed power waiting to be revealed, meaning that this could be another album that Kendrick has hidden or kept away. Now, theatrically, the symbolism with the red tarp. In theater, red curtains are often used to conceal the stage before a performance, symbolizing the unrevealed story or the mystery behind the scenes, which could be an album that Kendrick has cooking up and that he's teasing with this GNX covered in the red tarp. The red tarp over the GNX car could represent a metaphor for something hidden, much like how a curtain keeps the audience from seeing what's backstage until the right moment. Kendrick is good at stuff like this. He's usually good at making symbolism and teasing the audience without them knowing the full message. And using a red tarp in this sense could signal that there's something significant and powerful waiting to be revealed, just like the performance behind the curtain in a play. This GNX covered in the red tarp is starting to make me feel like this album is a lot closer than me and you think. There is definitely an album coming underway. I do not know if it's going to be a collab album with SZA, GNX the Deluxe, the second GNX, a whole new album altogether. It seems like something is being teased right in front of us, and it's going to be broadcasted very, very soon. But we can't forget the symbolism that it shares with the music video, with the crime scene, and the things that represent that as well. It all goes hand in hand. At the same time, the red tarp is used in crime scenes, as we mentioned earlier, often a cover up of a body or something disturbing. The crime scene aspect could symbolize the aftermath of a violent act, a loss, or something that went down, like a beef, like Kendrick and Drake beefing together. This could also symbolize that. It all goes hand in hand with the red tarp. It fits the theme of conflict and violence that Kendrick and Drake had went through in this past year, as well as keeping the theatrical vibe to it when it comes to the red curtains. In this scene, the red tarp over the GNX could represent something sacred behind it, hidden, much like how something dark is concealed for a reason, a kind of purification process before it's unveiled. That's why I think it's a hybrid of both meanings. That's why Kendrick is shooting the blick right in front of the red GNX, and that's why the GNX is being concealed. It's a hybrid of both scenarios. The red tarp is both the cover and the stage. It creates a juxtaposition of concealment and revelation. It could signal a moment of transition, Kendrick preparing to reveal something significant, like what's behind the curtain in play, but it also points to reckoning, violence, and change, like a crime scene. But the red here is very, very crucial. It could symbolize danger, but also passion or transformation. It's a color that sits between hidden and revealed, which is a perfect metaphor for what's coming, if there is an album coming soon. The red tarp over the GNX is a multi-layered symbol. It functions as a crime scene cover, hinting towards violence, a theatrical curtain symbolizing what's hidden behind, ready to be revealed and building up to the next phase of the story that Kendrick is trying to tell the people. This creates a dynamic tension between concealment and revelation. When Kendrick pulls back this red tarp, bro, it's not just about the GNX. It's not just about unveiling the car. It's about unveiling the message behind the car, whatever message that he has for whatever album that he's going to put out. I know we're not going to see behind the curtain, behind the red tarp, until the album is ready, bro. But in conclusion, Kendrick Lamar is using the red tarp, the chanting of 5, and the dramatic reveal of the GNX all to play into his broader theme of change, revelation, and power. And I think that this is a form of him showing that there's an album on the way, whether it's a theatrical curtain hiding a performance or if it's supposed to represent a crime scene. The tarp symbolizes a barrier between what's hidden and what's ready to be revealed. And when Kendrick pulls it back, I think that's when we're going to get the album. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.